Tell me when we live, baby. Let's go.
We're live.
Excuse me, baby. It's the hustler, baby. My infinite intelligence, guys. We are here today for spirituality. We're gonna give you a lot of decoding on religion. So Rio Legion esoterically means control the commodity. We are gonna get you off the os. We're gonna get you all the auspice that you are under the traditional Willie Lynch syndrome when you are studying these religions and you're stuck into religion. But we always want to bless sacred knowledge. We are all about sacred knowledge because this is the path to enlightenment. So wherever you are, we want to just embrace you as one. Please do not think that we are trying to disrespect you and come at you in any type of way. All we need for you to do is gain Monet. Esoterically, truth, knowledge, and wisdom, and to learn your true history. And a lot of books that's been taken out of the Bible, the Apocrypha. This is like real dedicated knowledge that we're going to get into analytically on a scientific level, on a celestial level. So let's go. I got over here with me today my brother Sid Justice in the building to help me out. I got Carmen on my left. This is my grandmother, so I can give it to you guys real from a spiritual level, from where my grandma bring me up as a devoted Christian. But now, through my philosophy and me learning and decoding things, I know my true roots as far as African Kemetic knowledge from my Tainos too. This is like sacred knowledge as far as like the Aztecs and you know, this is going back to the conquistadors, the Mayans. That's what I wanted to get to. Thank you, Wella. All right, so let's start off today first. So let's go. Welcome, man. This is Green Ghost, man. Infinite intelligence, man. So our first topic that we're going to speak on today is the spirit of evolution to immortality with esoteric money. What we're giving you right now, truth, knowledge, wisdom, Eye of HERU. So this is for the Eye of HERU. I'll speak to you about HERU and why I named my son Horus in a little while. But I want to get into this book, and I want to give, you know, I want to bow and appreciate the presence that this book just gives us. The Kemetic version by Dr. Usar Kufa, the Black Bible of Science, the compilation. So what I'm going to read from this today is Christianity Decoded, because I want to give you some good spiritual knowledge. So Christianity Decoded, Papyrus, the 12 systems of the brain. Papyrus 2, what is God? Papyrus 3, in the image and likeness of God universe. Papyrus 4, melanin 666. Papyrus 5, the soul cannot be held. 6, Papyrus, light gives light. So I'm going to break this down to you. I'm going to just give you a little rundown. You guys should definitely go ahead and get this book. I do sell these books. I can ship it to you wherever you are. I can have my people deliver it to you wherever you are too. From Jersey, Pennsylvania, Brooklyn, Queens, 5 boroughs, Staten Island, Bronx, Harlem. Yo, wherever you are, we can get to you and get you this knowledge. We definitely selling knowledge, time, and energy. All right, go ahead.
Can we talk about incarnation?
Yes, we can talk. All right, well, you
incarnation.
Make sure.
Incarnation.
Look.
We got 9 incarnations.
Okay, so do me a favor, write that down.
We were here before in another body. That's why we
write that spiritual evolution. Write that down.
Evolution.
But let me break this down, all right? Well, so I'm going to do Christianity Decoded. So this is Papyrus 1. I'm going to read a little bit of segments just to get your brain up to date and up to speed of what we're going to be talking about. Before I get started too, he's going to break you down a little bit of the emerald tablets. So we're going to hit you with a bunch of Trinity of knowledge. So I don't expect for you to catch on in one time. You could see the video again. We're going to be doing this plenty of times. But emerald tablets, this is celestial knowledge. This is the book of Thoth. This is infinite intelligence. When you tap into this, it's infinite intelligence. There is no limit to how much intelligence that you could gain by wanting to learn and enlighten yourself on a spiritual level. All right? So angels, aliens, whatever. All right, so my grandma, what she's going to interpretate and what she's going to be breaking down is she'll be telling you, I need you to help me translate to them in Spanish things that I'm speaking about. So try to listen to what I'm speaking about, right? And then after I read the segment, I need you to just give them an analogy of what I'm speaking about in Spanish. So if you want, can you tell them in Spanish what this says? This Bible, what does this say in Spanish?
La Biblia negra de la ciencia.
Okay, and then in Spanish, please.
La versión de Kemet.
Okay, version.
Por el doctor O.C.I. or something like that.
That's good. That's good. All right. That's good. You always want to give gratitude to where you get your knowledge, where your knowledge stems from, because when you're talking about stuff like this stuff been published and things like that. People have worked hard to get their knowledge and their truth out. So you always want to give gratitude to where you get these books from. What's the name of that book? By Billy Carson?
By Billy Carson.
Yeah, shout out Emerald Tablets, Billy Carson. Also, we got the Taino. So what she's going to be breaking down is she going to give it to you from a Taino side standpoint too. She's going to give you like conquistador and knowledge on a spiritual level as well. So here we go, Wella. All right, so try to remember what I say so you can break it down, or you can read it as well. So Papyrus, the 12 systems of the brain. A lot of people think that the human brain, or in the Bible, they talked about 12 disciples being that it was 12 people. What you guys got to learn that this book is meant to decode. The 12 disciples is really meant as the 12 melanin particles in your brain that you could hear me and Kevin Gates, we were going through on a little time that we met, and he was on some infinite intelligence, and he told me melanin is an intelligence. So it was crazy because I handed him this book. I wanted to get this knowledge. I ain't about the celeb lifestyle and nothing like that, but I like to, I like to give knowledge. So the 12 systems of the brain in the human brain are the 12 centers of black melanin, which is the Bible you know as the 12 disciples. These 12 systems in the brain follows a dominant energy which is in the horizon, heaven, or the brain called the pineal gland. This is the pituitary gland, which is the gland that produces a crystallization called crystallize. The element called melanin, which is carbon. So if we take a good look at this system, we can see that this is the way the story of Christ comes into existence. These 12 systems, 12 disciples follows the carbon, which is made up of light, which carries information into the third eye, which is the Christ. This is what even Kevin Gates was trying to let me know. Melanin is an intelligence. Through my through crystallization in my pituitary gland, my third eye, this is what translates light and telepathic communication with the Creator itself. So this is breaking it down to you, and this is the metaphysical story of the disciples following Christ. You have to understand that these so-called philosophers who translated this book took everything in nature and made them physical people. The Son of God is the Son of God. The 12 disciples is the 12 zodiacs that follows the sun. The cross that Christ dies on in the cardinal point that has 4 points, which represents the 4 elements of zodiac: water, air, earth, and fire. And these are also the elements that make up the melanin. God is also referred to being a son in Psalms 84:12. So this is what I want to do on a spiritual level, is I want to decode for you what a lot of ancient sacred knowledge on biblical terms is really pertaining to, decoded on a spiritual metaphysical essence. All right? So if God is being referred to as the Son, then we must stop and analyze this, because it is in a book that is claimed to be holy, yet it has been translated many times. How can anything that is holy make mistakes to the point where it has to keep being transliterated over and over, unless it is not what it is claiming to be? Why doesn't Christians do the history of the people who supposedly inspired the book called Bible that was supposed to be given by God. Yet Christians can give a description of what God looks like, sounds like, or even why he is referring to being he instead of she. Ma'at. When you hit many of them with the questions, all they say is that he is a spirit and he lives in the sky in heaven somewhere. That is insufficient. In the Bible, God sleeps, he talks, he walks in the garden, he murders and also creates commandments that says thou shalt not kill. Yet he murders more than anybody ever Satan himself in the Bible. You must not be afraid to ask questions and excuse the buffoonery and my passion. Okay, so that's me breaking it down. I want to break you down. Hold on. 12 systems of the brain. Locus. I can't even read these names. So, Corculus, Substantima nigra, Brachellas, Parangralis, Intracalapalis, 6 nervi trigeny, 7 mesencaph, I don't even know, 8 pontus centrals ortis, and then 9 tegmenti pendencalapanus, 10 parabrachalis, 11 medial dorsmotor, 12 retroumbilicus or something like that. All right. So, I need you to break this down. What I just said in Spanish.
Is that even in Spanish?
No, don't worry. Take a look at what it says and try to give try to translate in Spanish what the Black Bible of Science is trying to complement. Don't worry. Take your time. You don't have to rush.
Son 12 cosas que incluyen esto de la glándula que uno tiene, que es como el tercer ojo, que es la cosa que está supuesto uno a tener.
Go ahead, don't give up. Please don't stop. You're doing good. I understand.
The Son of God, you know, he created the earth, create everything. Y nos regimos por los 12 discípulos, que son los 12 zodiacos, como el Aries, Taurus, Géminis, you know.
Yeah, you talking
Géminis.
You know what, Wella? How about this? What this was trying to break down, remember you told me about the spirit, about the sun signs? Can you tell me back in the Tainos, what did we used to pray to, or what did we used to, like, people say believe in, but what did you say? Remember you said the sun, the moon signs, and things like that.
They used to worship
Can you tell me more about this? Can you explain to
They
this?
used to worship the fire.
What else?
The fire, the moon, the stars, the celestial bodies, you know.
What else? Taino, Spanish.
Los taínos indios, ellos creían en la luna, las estrellas, el sol, you know, y eran
Spirit.
el espíritu.
What did
Por
you
eso
say
que
also
danzaban.
about
They used
the
to dance, they used to make dances, you know. los
chants
dances,
and
they
dances?
used to
Yeah.
dance like that.
Well, I remember you told me about the incarnation. Tell
Oh,
me.
la incarnation. I go to this church now. They teach me a lot of stuff about the spirit, because the spirit is like, you know, what was in the Genesis, in the first book of the Bible, that the spirit was moving when he created the earth.
Got it.
God created the earth and the spirit was moving. That means that that's the power of God. That Jesus is the Son of God. But when he created the earth and all the things that are inside the sea, and then in 6 days he created the earth and everything else that is
I got it.
created.
But on a spiritual level,
The
like, even remember you
reincarnation.
told me
We were
about,
talking about
remember you told me
reincarnation.
about leaving the body when you like meditate or you
Yeah,
sleep and things
when
like that.
When you meditate, you got to be prepared to come back to your body.
Because you actually
Because
project.
you could stay out there and then don't come back to your body. That means that you're gonna be like
You're
living
gonna
there,
die.
spirit.
You're going to
Literally, you're gonna die.
Because
But you gotta be able to
if you
come
go-
back to your body.
Right, 'cause if you
Because
go-
this is the house. This is your house.
right, because if you go deeper into
If
it,
you
right,
don't
if
come
you
back,
look
that
at
means
it
that you're dead.
from the Christian, Buddhist, from a Hindu aspect, if you say this is a shell,
That's
this
the house.
holds
This is
the
the
house, this
house.
holds the body, right? And spirits, their energy don't go anywhere. Your spirit, it's a collection of your energy, the physical, spiritual energies, your consciousness, all that.
This is how your reality
Right, so
comes
it's
into
like
play
you want
as
to call
well.
a soul, if you want to refer to a soul,
Spirit or soul.
right? A soul would be a collective of your spirit, both the energy physically and non-physically, or physically and celestially, your collective conscious, whether it be past life, this current life, that's
The
a
past
one
life
ball. That's one
incarnation.
ball. And you say, you know what, man, it's going to be transferred to this. It's going to be transferred to a different shell.
Yeah.
Because if you look at what they describe God as, hey guys, guess what? If you're talking about God, you're talking about energy. Look at the definition of energy. Look what it says in the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. What you describe God as, he can't be destroyed.
No, the body
He
cannot
flows
be
through it and all
destroyed.
things,
You don't
right?
destroy the body.
Right, that's
You gotta-
energy.
you
That's the
must leave the
definition
body.
of energy.
You must go back to
Thank
the
you.
body because there's 9
Come on, you know we
incarnations.
break it down, man.
Right.
This is real, man. I brought up 7 years. 7 years I did mine for Judaism, you know? Forget it, man. But, you know, I didn't get my bar mitzvah or nothing like that. I just, you know, I went my own route, my own way.
Well, technically we are the original
Jewish-
Jews.
the
So let's not
Jewish
get
are.
into
Can you give me anything else on spirituality, please, my brother? Can you enlighten us with
Yes.
some of your sacred knowledge that you have in your divine self?
Well, we look at energy, right? So how do we put it into sight? If we look at the Star of David, as everyone know it. If you look at it in 4 dimensions, like a 4-dimensional model, that construct is what your energy would look like inside your body, flowing. It's called a Merkaba, right? That is powered by love. There go that word again, because love is, remember, it's an energy. Like hate's an energy, love's an energy. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I gotta be careful with your emotions. Your emotions can make you do a lot of things. Your
That's why
emotions
there's courts.
could bring up a
That's why
lot of
there's
things in the
laws.
metaphysical. It
That's
could
why
bring
there's
it
law
into
and the courts,
manifestation.
you know, like-
That's why you gotta control your emotions on the spiritual, metaphysical self.
And something Brother Ghost touched on earlier, I'm trying to connect it here, because of those emotions, positive, negatively, that would affect your healing.
Yeah, nothing
Just
negative.
FYI, just throwing that in there, but you mentioned that, just connecting that. But that Mercury is powered by love. That energy is
Agape love, agape.
Right. So if you cleanse yourself, and not just, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a question for Christian folk, right? If we can't get to heaven by good deed alone, how we getting there, babe? How we getting there? If it ain't good deed
I'm
alone,
teleporting, baby.
well, that's what I want to find out. That's what I want to find out. And why is God a he?
Immortality.
That's why we gotta pray. That's
This
how
means
we
I
get
love
to
you.
heaven.
I
By
love
prayers.
you.
We
But-
must pray.
and-
But heaven just means starting. If you want to get real technical, like earth means dirt. Hey, Christians and people that follow the Christian faith as a whole, ask yourself this: who named Earth? Google it. Look what you find. Google it. Who named the planet Dirt? Think about that. Who
Yeah.
named the planet Dirt? Ain't that funny? Ain't that something?
There's a lot of
I'm just
questions
saying.
without answer.
But that's the whole. That's the thing about it, though. I asked the preacher man, hey, what did the lions, the tigers, and the bears eat on Noah's Ark? I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Because I was through some of my study. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I want to be taught this. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Please correct me. But that flood was supposed to be 40 years. 40 years,
Time
not
is not
40
what you
days.
think it is.
Right, think about that. The earth flooded, right? It's going to disappear in 40 days. Use your head, gentlemen. Ladies, come on now.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken. Something has to evolve into
you
something.
You did.
Yeah.
He answered right.
How did the egg just
He
come out of
answered
nowhere?
right, no. He
Yeah,
answered
but the
right.
egg made
He
yours.
answered right.
Just like human beings, you could have a spiritual birth. Like you could be in love and
Right.
agape love with somebody, and it doesn't take intercourse to bring a baby about. If you guys are on a spiritual, metaphysical level, that you could have a baby on a celestial note, and that baby could be born from a spiritual natural birth. I know it sounds a little bit out of the murker, but that everybody's in the reality and it's hard for you to fathom, but you could definitely generate transmutated sex and birth through no intercourse whatsoever, just a straight spirituality of a birth, and it can happen. If you're next to and close with the person that you love in a harmonious state, you could actually come with a child, and you thought came from that, but it came through the spirit. You understand?
Because he touched on it with sexual energy, and if you guys know about a little bit about the Tablets of Thoth, or the Animal Tablets, period, Thoth, the Atlantean priest himself, that's the guy that put it together. Folks, it don't matter. I don't care what you believe. You don't have to know.
Right,
this.
because you got the right to believe and not to
you
believe.
How much time are we in there?
Hey, bro, people,
20 minutes.
Y'all know y'all have to pay rent. Y'all know y'all got to pay bills. Why y'all believing in something? That's where I'm coming from. But in this book, he touches on a couple of topics. The one he has touched on is sexual energy. Transmutated energy. So we as human beings, and boy, you guys crack me up. You use it. The physical aspect of sexual self is used wrong. So the physical aspect gets us to what the spiritual aspect is, which is that final orgasm. And that orgasm, if you look at an ankh, oh God, and up there, boy.
That ankh will
Right.
give you the spiritual.
Right.
They say that ankh, that orgasm on the spirit, the ankh orgasm.
Right, it's a shape.
That's spiritual.
Right, it's showing you the
Yo,
shape,
you breaking
what
it
the
down.
energy does.
Yo, they're not ready
Hold
for
on.
that right now. Hold on, I'm telling
That's
you.
immortality.
Break it down. No, break it
Oh,
down.
yeah. So, as he's holding up the book, this right here is the shape, represents that it was a person, right? So this is the top, that's your crown. So when you orgasm, you're not releasing anything. You're supposed to go up, spread out, come up here, and go back.
You're
So,
not supposed to bust.
There you go.
You're supposed
Bam.
to hold that
it.
energy. That energy is chi energy. You will never get sick for ages, for years
Right,
to
you'll
come.
be- that will
You'll be
get
so
to
calm
your
and
mortal
so
state.
cool and collective.
Mhm.
But once you ejaculate, that's what
You
you're
lost
giving
it.
up your energy.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. Conserve your energy, conserve your spirituality. Hold on, let me bring it back in. I wanted to break this down. This is so much knowledge and so much stuff to really break down. All right, what is God? Every scholar of religion
It's a
communicates
spirit.
on a level
God
of
is a
who
spirit.
is God. Hold on, well, it would be easier to ask the question of what is God, because then you would have to go outside of placing God in the jurisdiction of people. What is God? If God is the one who wakes you up every day and prepare for you, this would be an act of sustaining. Then we can very well say that God is the sustainer, which also it states in your Christian book, Psalms 54:4. I can safely say that what sustains life on the realms is water, air, earth, and fire. Something that you say how we used to pray to.
Mhm.
The air, the fire,
The element
the
themselves.
elements of
Yeah, the
earth.
elemental.
The rocks, when you have the rocks, I have the rocks over there, the quartz crystal. I have more rocks, but I've been giving away the Tibetan bowls, and I got a spiritual bowl, but I also have your quartz crystal. Let me go over that real fast too.
And for
So,
my shaman and holistic people.
hold on one second.
I got 12 of those.
Okay, yeah, these are good. These are 7 crystals. These are for your chakras. So you have your root chakra, you have your solar plex chakra. Huh? What's the matter?
You want me to show them?
Huh? No, don't worry about it. I'm just talking about it. It's all right. So you have your root chakra, you have your solar plex chakra, you have your root chakra, your sacred chakra, your solar plex chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. So there's 7 chakra quartz, like crystals and stones and rocks, that they secure your metaphysical chakras internally and externally from peoples and energies that you get into, and that you have to conserve your energy, because when you get into confrontations or emotional from the phone, from just seeing people in person, then that's really gonna take your energy. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm so tired, if you are not conserving and you're not protecting your chakras with the right stones and meditation in opening your chakras and closing your chakras. All right. So what were you saying, please? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm gonna elaborate what he said about the chakras for my holistic brothers and sisters out there, folks who are shamans, real witch doctors, real holistic priests. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
It's
him.
open air.
Right.
Right.
There's a couple more chakras out there that's in there, but what he's telling you right now, for the people who want to know, those are the basics.
That's why I mess with Sid, because he will always give you on a molecular level of analytical research. So even though you get your people or on your European side that'll let you know only so much on what do you call that? I'm not trying to.
Well, I think if you throw from that side,
I'm talking about
from
like a Caucasian background on that side, but if you want to go even deeper into the black abyss, into the black hole, like the roots, this is where you're gonna learn. Like, you see how she said 12? That's going down to the roots. He just told you black magic, black other stuff. We don't condone that,
No.
but one thing we do, we know about it. Understand? If they did do any of that, we would send blessings and prayers and harmonious vibrations, because that's what we about. But we don't judge them as well. Like, we don't want to kill them. Like, it might be, I think Michelangelo or whoever, they killed him, and then he said they used to talk to celestials, or there was a celestial, they killed him because they thought he was a witch doctor, and now it came out that they let him rest in peace, because now they know there are celestial out there. There is celestial beings out there.
Can I blow my mind? Can I blow mine?
Let's go.
All right, guys.
This is podcast live.
You know what? I want you to be so angry that you go back and you challenge me, because that's what truth is. Truth is, I want you. Why? That ain't true. I'm gonna look it up. I want you to.
And
so
I
look
took a
this
micro
up.
dose of shrooms.
Y'all up and down love the aspect of saying Friday the 13th. Y'all understand? That's a day of mourning. Y'all don't even know why it's a day of mourning. And 13 is supposed to be a lucky number.
It's a lucky number.
It is.
It is
now,
a lucky
this
number.
is why it's called Friday the 13th. Because back in the day, the Knights Templar was sent out by the church and the king to go find the Holy Grail. They found it. And the power of it was to rival the church, not the king. Those who know history knew the church was bigger than the king. The church themselves said, "No, we can't have this." People speculate what it was. It was Solomon this. It was alien.
Slow down. They not ready for this. We are gonna get you there soon.
Yeah, we'll get you there.
Right?
Can we continue? Y'all want to know?
We continue.
All right. So
right.
boom. So we spoke to you guys on a spiritual level. So now I want to bring up to you like health. So I want to bring up some health with you guys as well. Like, all right. So what we're dealing with is like an epidemic today of a lot of chemicals, like a lot of synthetic chemicals. So even from people that are getting high on dope, people that are getting high on cocaine, fentanyl, just acid tabs or things like that, like they don't know where to get the natural stimulation and why their higher calling is trying to call to that higher level. And they don't realize how to get off of it. And I want to help you guys get off of these things, or if you know any families that are battling addiction and any obesity, like they're struggling through sugars, like they're eating too much sugar on a daily basis. On a spiritual level, like people have no purpose. People are so they're so hurt inside emotionally that they're post-traumatically stressed and they don't have no outcome and nobody to talk to. I wanna touch on that subject, on that nature, on how to gain spirituality, how to gain higher consciousness, how to get the acidics that are in your brain. So just one thing is sugar. Sugar in your body mentally could make you want to commit suicide, make you feel not confident. It'll make you feel so bad. It'll put you into a place of a mental destruction that you'll think so many things that is not true in you. So this is just an addiction on sugar alone. So if you take sugar from your mineral diet, and you put a good bio-mineral diet to get these acidics, and you alkaline your body, and you decalcify and calcify your respiratory gland, your pituitary gland, your third eye, you will find yourself in not being stressed out. You will have emotional harmony. You will also not be in post-traumatic stress. You won't be in the auspice of being in the controlling 40 to 60 hour a week regimen. You'll learn how to balance and become one with Mother Nature, one with yourself, and be happy in optimum health. It's about what you're feeding your body. So I want to speak on gaining yourself to even having, I got Palo Santos. What I use is to clear the energy. I don't go myself into bad and good, because then you're not into, what do you call that? Duality. So if you think bad and good, you should think is, because it is what it is. Whether it is bad or good, it's going to be bad one day or good one day. It is what it is. That's why you stay not in duality, and you just think about it on that level, like on that Tao level. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, Palo Santos, I clear the energy. I clear the energy. Sage, I got sage. So we clear the energy. We did that before we started. We did that before we started, but we will start to sage and do the Palo Santos on air, so we clear the energy, right? So also like sound and vibration. So I got this thing. I'm gonna put it on the table right now,
Show and tell time.
so you guys could see that it's not about everybody goes and looks externally. These things can heal you on a spiritual level and on an internal level when you when you go and searching within with sound and vibration. So sound alone, like 437 met
487, 437, 513, 518, 547, 567. Guys, I forgive my ignorance. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. He's asking real awesome questions. You guys look this up. Each vibration is different. By the way, you vibrate 33 octaves above the Earth's frequency. Hello. Yike.
Talk to him,
Guys,
Steve.
you have 33 vertebrae. Jesus performed 33 miracles. He died at age 33.
Oh, yeah,
I can keep going on. I'm just saying. What it say? What it say in the Bible, aka the Book of Fairy Tales?
But
It says,
he died, and at the third day, he rise up, and he went and see all the apostles.
Hold on, we're gonna do like those. We're gonna rebirth and come into this world whenever we feel like, when we're done over here. I promise you. Hold on, you guys are going. Yo, they go in. I love y'all. I love y'all.
We're going in the
So
subject.
sound and vibration. I'm trying to teach you guys. You don't have to go and touch anything that's been produced and manufactured. You could go straight to the Creator. Sound and vibration. God, Goddess, Ma'at, they made this world and this evolution that we live in through sound, vibration, fire, wind. You understand? They use like the elements of the earth. So, or the galaxies, I would like to say. So this right here is for your chakra. This is right here for your heart chakra. So this right here heals your heart, heals your vibration, and it gets you back in tune with your chemical imbalancing of your brain. I also want to speak about the brain. You got 12 parts of your brain, melanin particles. But in your crystal, in your pituitary gland, you have the power to tap into your meditative state, to tap into yourself while you're breathing. And you're taking deep breaths. You could do slow breaths, deep breaths, mantras, and you could chemically imbalance and cure yourself of any ailments and any illnesses that you have internally. When you just get your brain, because you don't need synthetics. So DMT you could get from your brain. You could get what is that? That's in dopamine. That's in dope or something.
No, dopamine is what's being like pretty much released. Like people who, I think I'm saying this correctly.
There's a bunch of chemicals in your brain.
Mushrooms, things of that nature.
Even
those things release, yeah, they release those chemicals.
You could do this just by breathing. You don't need anything on the outside of the world.
And learn how to breathe.
You could just learn how to breathe, and these chemicals will be produced in your biomineral diet. It will give it to you by your own brain. So here's just a little bit of sound and vibration I want to touch with you.
And banana and onion juice is supposed to cleanse your chakras. So I know someone out there right now who's like, yo, I know we got, look it up. Look it up. Y'all know where I got that from. Look it up. you're supposed to breathe. When it goes high, that's the inhale. When it drops low, it's the
And
exhale.
this is the
It's telling
heart.
you.
Even if you hear it go ba-boom, ba-boom,
Right.
you'll hear it. That's the sound of the heart, how the heart makes the vibrations.
And for my Asian brothers and sisters out there who do medicine, he also means the stomach. It's reflection. So the heart is
You
the
have a
heart
second
is the
brain,
yin.
it's in your stomach.
No, it's the heart. The heart's the yin, and the stomach is the yang.
And also there's a second brain as well that they
Right here.
say, all right, so
The
they
heart's
say,
the second mind.
I got it.
This right here is the spirit or the soul line. That's what you're pointing to apparently. Too soon, right, people? It's going too soon. Under the navel.
on it.
Yeah, a lot of knowledge.
All right, so
All right.
Alright, so look, also like if you want to do also like black seed bitters, black seed oil,
It's a big
hemp
fact.
seed oil, you can hit my phone up. I'll get it to you. Like I said, I could ship it to you. I could take it to you. I could deliver it to you. I could even tell you where you guys could get it online at. It's no problem.
If
Just
you're in Europe
shed
or
the
like
knowledge, it's
Africa and
all right.
stuff, then
We
you know,
infinite
gotcha.
over here. We're not here to make the money that you think is materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
We already know we ordained greatness. So whatever is ordained to us is gonna be what is gonna be.
That's a big fact.
So I just want to just tell you too, we got Indian hemp for your hair. We got coconut Moroccan argan oil too, vitamin E. We got eucalyptus oil, shea nut oil, organic aloe butter. We got a bunch of stuff here, man. Black seed lotion. We got African black soap deodorant. Even like for your face, for healing, Indian healing clay. I got a whole bunch of like mangoes and soaps and things like that. I got black soap. I got even charcoal for your teeth that you guys. So look, the things I'm trying to tell you too is to help you calcify your pituitary gland. You understand? Because a lot of people are getting you're getting it decalcified. I'm sorry. So a lot of people are getting it calcified. So we want to decalcify your pituitary gland to make your third eye be one with the Creator on a spiritual, metaphysical level, and also like this is what helps you to get out of the way of eating acidic. You understand? So if you eating acidic and you're not realizing, like from a lot of my Negroes, a lot of my Latin and my black people and melanin people, even Latinos, Europeans, we all one. So white people, anybody, we want to help you in any way that we can. But anybody on an alkaline basis, if your body is more pure on an alkaline basis, you will not have to worry about a whole bunch of things like the fake thing about cancer and things like that. We always big up like Dr. Zebi. We know cancer does not exist if you put it in your brain. This is what makes you think that it exists.
Yeah.
The only thing that is called is a mucous membrane. Look up the 73 people that he healed from hepatitis, AIDS, gonorrhea. Oh, it's already proven. So it's not about, we don't have to talk about it. You can look it up analytically. This is 100% scientifically, analytically proven stuff that what I'm speaking to you and giving you the knowledge that you should be on, because this is the reason why kids go into the schools and they start shooting and killing themselves. This is why cops, law enforcement start killing people of my descent and killing their wives and killing themselves, because of all the karmic law that it comes down. It's like a boomerang. When you send out that energy, you have no choice but to face your karmic ties and your karmic laws. So right now, what we're here to do is we're trying to give you infinite intelligence so you won't have to be in the cycle of karmic law. And this is where you're thinking about fearing God and thinking the world is going to end and things like that. Like, get that out of your mind, because the world is such a beautiful, prosperous place. And once you live in the divine and you know what's ordained to you, you are always going to be in a life of bliss. And I guarantee you this. And this is from clearing and decalcifying your pineal gland.
Decalcify your pineal gland is.
I got
is the
some
third
cocoa
eye,
butter,
the third eye
shea
organ.
butter.
The
I got a
third
whole
is
bunch of stuff, man.
third eye
here.
organ.
If you guys want to get in tune with yourself on a biomineral diet to help you cleanse out like your whole internal system, I could definitely help you get that done. You know, I just want to close up with that on a biomineral level too. I think we hit a lot of stuff, man. We definitely.
The general information.
We're
Okay.
probably coming at you every week.
Okay,
As
so
often
the
as we
yoga.
can.
Do this every week?
The third topic, we're gonna just close it off. Third topic is yoga and meditation and breathing, which we already We already
That's so
talked
good.
about all of this. All right, so good. And the planets and everything. I'm just brushing up, guys.
Yeah.
This is like my
Wow, we
second
flow.
time doing this. I want you to break down a little bit of the Emerald Tablets because we talked about it, and then I want you to break down. Let her first break down Taino Latin history because this ain't all about the Africans. We all come and originate. When you look into your bloodline and your DNA on a celestial level, you will understand like we all originate from Africa, Ethiopia, whatever you guys want to call it. My aunt was the first woman. I don't want to get too much. This is going to take, we could be here for ages. That's going to be on the next. But Grandma, let them know about some Taino
Well, the
history.
Taino Indio.
Can I get some wine, Bobby?
The Taino Indio was the
Now, give me the
colonist.
African wine. South
They
Africa.
were the one who was living in Puerto Rico because I am a descendant from Puerto Rico. I am an immigrant from Puerto Rico because we all immigrants in general. But I immigrated from Puerto Rico.
What was it called before it was called Puerto Rico? Well,
Boriquén, porque eso era el término indio que le pusieron a Boriquén. Porque los taínos indios eran los colonos en Puerto Rico que vivían en Puerto Rico, nacieron en Puerto Rico y se casaron con los españoles que vinieron con Colón. Los españoles llegaron con Colón en las tres barcas o barcos que se llamaban la Pinta, la Niña y la Santa María. Los tres barcos que vinieron y se instalaron en Puerto Rico y se casaron con los indios. Por eso es que los indios salieron, la generación que fue creada de los españoles y africanos que llegaron con Colón a Puerto Rico se llaman mestizos, que es una mezcla de indio y español, o de español con las indias, o los africanos con las indias, que se casaron con los taínos indios que estaban en Puerto Rico, que eran los habitantes de Puerto Rico. En general, esa es la historia básica. Hay mucho argumento en los esclavos también que vinieron con Colón. Se casaron con los taínos indios, por eso que se mezclaron con los taínos indios y nació un mestizo con el pelo así liso y la tez como india.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Anything else you want to give us, maybe from this book? How about, tell us about your history, your Taino family, like from your sister, like, tell me about the history
Mi
from...
historia de la familia mía, el papá mío era negro, mi padre era un negro. Mi papá era bien prieto.
Say it in Spanish, say it.
My father was a black person, was complexion black. He was very, very black. So, but
How about
mother,
your
my mother was the Taino India. My mother was in India.
Now, how about your sister too?
My sister she came after my father that was black.
Got it.
She
Okay.
did with her hair like,
Yes, I got it.
nice hair. You
Got
know,
it.
nice hair.
I got it.
Because everybody got nice hair.
So
I
you
wanna
say
tell-
your mother's side
My
is
mother
the
was an
Taino
Indian.
side,
She
the
had the
Indian
hair
side.
like an Indian.
And this is from Puerto Rico when it was called
Puerto
Boricua.
Rico. And then
Borinque?
Boriquén. Boriquén con
Boriquén.
acento en la E. Con el acento en la E. Boriquén.
Boriquén.
Boriquén. Porque eso fue el nombre que le
Learn your
cambiaron.
history, y'all, because it's very important that you learn your
Le
history.
cambiaron el nombre en vez de Borinquen con N. Borinquen.
Borinquen.
Ellos le llamaban Boriquén.
Let's
Boriquén.
go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, Poppy, break down a little.
Sure.
All right, so look, Sid. This is
I'm
what
about to
I need you,
blow
all
mine.
right? Look,
I'm
first,
about to
listen,
blow
hold on. All right, look, before anything, break down
A little bit.
what this is.
Okay.
All right. So, the Emerald Tablets of Soul, the Atlantean priests, and was for those of y'all who want to know where Atlantis is, supposed to be called the Eye of Africa. This would be like north and east of Africa. If you take a high-end balloon, you're supposed to see it. Don't take me, my word for it. Take Plato's great uncle's 6
Oh, yeah,
generations
Plato.
removed.
Habla Sócrates.
The information was passed down.
How
His
about
great uncle was in Egypt talking to
Yo,
a
you
priest
want some?
who broke down Atlantean
You know we
to
can smoke. Oh no, my little brother's here. We can't.
to Egyptian to Greek, whatever the tongue, the ancient tongue was at the time. But this is a little snippet for everyone out there. Come to who believes. Don't believe no people. I'm just letting you know.
You have
The
the right to
Bible makes-
believe and don't believe.
Well, hey man,
I
Believe.
right.
Well,
I
hey.
want to say something about
got a
belief.
right to believe.
I want to help you guys
Believe.
with belief. If anybody asks you what you believe in, do you know if you believe in something, is you not knowing something?
Thank you.
That means
That's
that you.
faith.
That's true.
No,
You know you have to pay
but
rent.
you know you
That's
have.
faith.
But
You
I
know
don't
you
want to
gotta pay rent.
believe
You don't
I
see
have faith.
things
That's
that have,
but
you know,
but
things.
but you
You
second
believe
guessing
and
it.
don't see.
Right.
No, but you second guessing
No, you
something.
can say that. I can say
By believing.
I believe there's afterlife because I don't know personally within myself. I haven't died and come back. But I can verify that. That's how you use. That's how you use the word.
No,
But I
understand.
know I gotta pay rent. I know I gotta pay bills. Why do you not know God exists?
But this is for me.
Right.
This is my infinite intelligence,
Right,
right?
right.
Like just for like and this is for like I feel inside my mind, I know that there is an afterlife. I see, I went to sleep. I did ayahuasca. Even without ayahuasca, I've been in the fifth dimension. I could travel. You could travel in your body. You could
Yeah,
see
they
there
tell
is
me,
a
by
life.
that time
DMT.
there's a
Before you
dimension.
guys die, I just want to
Different
let
kind
you
of
know you're
dimension.
gonna live forever. But if you do not know your knowledge, when you go through the HERU, and if your heart weighs and you are in heart of distress and you are post-traumatically stressed, your heart cannot fly. You cannot go to the afterlife. So you could get stuck in limbo. I don't know what happens to you there. What I'm trying to tell you is that when your heart is pure and you know that you know for sure where you're going, you know on an exact celestial note.
He's
Hold
talking
on.
about Revelation stuff, people. If you want to break it down,
If you
Yeah,
know
he's
on a
touching on that type of stuff.
celestial,
He's going
if
there,
you
yeah.
know on a celestial level that you are infinite, you're gonna always be infinite. And that's why I'm trying to tell you about belief. Like for believing, I don't like believing. I mean, good, like you said, is like you believe in the afterlife. I know there's an afterlife. I don't like believing because then that's me saying to myself, and when my heart is way, oh, well, maybe there is or maybe there isn't. Me, I know for a fact, like I've seen it. I've seen in the air. I've seen things just regular in spiritual form. I know when she bring up to me Christianity, right? I used to see this, right? And this is, I'm sharing this real live with y'all. I used to see real dormanted spirits on a spiritual level. I used to close my eyes and these spirits were surrounding me and surrounding my family. And I've seen them dormanted into brainwashing, into all of this jargon that is absurd to me. And for me, this is my opinion. And now for me to actually know on a spiritual, metaphysical level how I used to see these spirits is like, yo, I'm going to help relieve these spirits. I'm going to come around. She speaks to the Santos on a day-to-day basis. So they tell her, yo, don't mess with Jay. They know I have people around me spiritually. I'm fighting in a spiritual warfare right now, like as we speak, right? With people that are from all of these places. My grandma, but now my grandma is finally starting to be enlightened. Now she's starting to realize, like, wow, the sun, the fire, back in the day, it resonates with her. So now this is what we're here for today, is to decalcify your pineal gland, because me feeling it on a metaphysical level, when I close my eyes, I see these things. I can see when you come around and your spirit is in your body. If it ain't in your body and you with a demonic spirit, I'm sorry
demons.
to tell you,
There's demons.
me, I could see the demon and I could see you in the flesh and I could feel the vibration in the spirit around. I know it sounds like something you cannot fathom right now, but certain people understand on a molecular level. Some people that are on a spiritual evolutional path and that vibrate on that frequency where I am at. They understand what I'm speaking about, and that's what I wanted to
If you could remove religion and remove demon from it, what if, like I said before,
I love it. You will get good.
If
You will
angels,
always.
if angels are aliens, right? We look at them as good people. Look at the flip side of that. If it's not, we eat something. We need sustenance, spiritually and physically. Don't you think of something that's like more lower? People might from a lower vibrational plane. They might feed on what we would consider to be negative energy. Food is physical energy we can touch. You can eat
That's why
life.
I like demons.
I
like demons, I like spirits, I like angels, I like everything. I'm in harmony with everything. That's me.
Well,
I pray for the devil. I pray for people with like situations or whatever. Like I feel like I could look into a demon or a spirit, or like I could see an angel celestial pass by me, and I could be like, yo man, how are you? I don't want to judge that guy or him or whatever where they came from, because they have well, we have life. You could think and have a perceptual value of whatever you want to live in. If you want to live in that demonic state, if you want to live in that spiritual state, if you don't want to live in any of that bullshit that people say it is, you don't have to.
Wow.
Or any of this beautiful
literature.
Right. It's all about what you want to do, and you have that right. Divinely, you have the right to believe, to know, and be wherever you want to believe. And for me, I am in all respective. Like I am always sacred knowledge. Like I don't judge people, so I'm very open-minded.
I do. I don't prejudge.
But I do not like having the bloodsuckers on the vampire recessive state.
You have judges.
Break down the Emerald Tablet. We don't want to.
We gotta hire a judge that is the judge of all the judges. That's like, the highly manpower.
I'm going to touch on the first part here, right? And I'm going to jump to some of these religions for the sake of time and for the sake of you guys getting some of this knowledge. And the Bible makes more than one reference to unearthly visitors.
Yeah.
Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers. They used to believe that
Jesus Christ was extraterrestrial.
Right. For by being.
That él era un extraterrestre. Venía from way all those, galaxy.
We went too long on this podcast, but go ahead.
By so doing, some people have showed hospitality to angels without knowing that. Hebrews 13:2.
Break them down. Hold on. Tell them everything. He's going to start with Christianity.
Right.
Break it down, everything.
Christianity. This is what it says right here. 2.4 billion people worship Jesus. A lot of people worship Jesus. And he said unto them.
How many is that?
2.4 billion. That's
people who worship
Jesus. That's what it be.
What?
Lord. And he said unto them, you are from beneath. I am from above. You are of this world. I am not of this world. Take it how you like it. Next one.
The Bible said that.
In the Islamic faith, 1.8 billion. The Lord have mercy. That's a lot of strong people right there. Bedouins believe that Prophet Muhammad was meditating in the cave of HERU, H-I-R-A. Forgive me, my Islamic brothers, if I said it wrong. By himself, when an angel, Gabriel, not from earth descended, came down from above. To him, I told him to recite the words of God as the Prophet Muhammad will illiterate at the time. Hinduism, 1.5 billion. That's right, my Hindu brothers and sisters. Be strong. Hindus believe that numerous spiritual beings and deities referred to as gods, goddesses, and devas populated the universe and actively interacted with humans and influenced humankind from outside the world, i.e. see Greek mythology. Boom.
That's why there were giants back in the days.
Not that far back in the days. Up until about 100.
They got married with the people, and then there were giants. They came out giants.
Up until 150 years ago, in North America, they assigned real skeleton bones of giants. Up until the indigenous people used to get the army, the U.S. Army, to bring them to where these tunnels and caves were. They've killed couples. This is not mythology. You can look this up. Look it up. We have Buddhists and 521 million strong Buddhist people out there. Buddhists are referred to as a very tradition of different gods and goddesses, not of this world. But they do not worship any major deity. They are loyal to their own beliefs. Their beliefs feature praying and chanting of the Lord Buddha, who provides the role model for seeking enlightenment of the divine.
Yo, we don't got no questions, nothing?
The modern translator of
I forgot to tell, we forgot to tell them the questions and stuff. Go ahead.
M. Norrell spent many months in Tibet studying under the Dalai Lama shortly after World War II. Look up the Dalai Lama and why all rich people love to go there.
That's why the Dalai Lama came over here. The Dalai Lama came over here.
I love the Dalai Lama stuff. I don't
Dalai
know.
Lama.
17 million Mormons
This one is dead.
Phone died?
Yeah.
How long ago?
I think just now.
All right, so
Die
wait,
now.
press that. Press
And then-
pause that and put that live.
Well,